Friday. Welcome back to Certified Country. I am Sophie Schillaci, and today in the studio we have Cam joining me.
I promise I didn't know he was your man.
It was a response to the song Jolene.
Yeah.
Tell me about the catalyst.
I have friends whose parents have gone through infidelity, who their marriages have gone through infidelity, and I wanted to, as a songwriter, create a world where they would get the apology and the healing that they did not get in real life. What do you do when you're put in that hard situation? Do you resort to slut shaming? Do you get competitive and adversarial? Or do you step up and you have integrity and you tell the truth, you know, and you try and do the right thing by each other? And it's a very, I feel like it's a very good kind of woman bonding moment too.
Is this a good representation of what we can expect on the full length?
Yeah.
I had a dream about a burning house.
Having a hit like Burning House, when you have such an outlier kind of song like that and have that work in a really like organic, genuine way, it doesn't make me feel like, oh, I better stay in the rules and the lane and the whatever mainstream. It's like, no, I can just do me. And I just dug super deep with the songwriting.
And all those nights that he's given to me, I wish that I could give them back to you.
I feel like this is definitely my best set of songs to date.
I want to talk a little bit about how Diane, you know, the timing of this song, it's a really interesting time for women right now.
Yeah.
What you posted about Harvey Weinstein I thought was really, really powerful.
Yeah.
You said, while watching Harvey Weinstein's legacy implode and fall from the heavens in a burning mess of flames. Not subtle at all. I've spoken with women who've had similar experiences across all kinds of industries, including country music. And you know, went on and on here. I appreciate that you referenced that it's not isolated to one industry, though.
Right.
It's across the board.
First off, I'm really heartbroken, but so happy for the healing that's happening on so many people that feel they can finally speak up, because that is such an important step. And even though that doesn't mean they're going to be safe, it doesn't mean those women are still going to keep their jobs, doesn't mean that people are actually going to believe them, even though it's a really hard road ahead. Like, it makes me really happy that everyone's on the journey together. I use the word feminist. For me, that is not being angry, that's not anything except saying I just want to empower women to feel like equals, and I want to inspire men to treat us like equals. And I think naturally that comes, but there's something along the way that gets a little twisted. I still get people that comment, you know, I don't need feminism, that didn't do anything for me, I'm my own individual. And I think understanding like the history of where we've come from and not getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Because yes, there are a lot of things that we have and privileges that we're enjoying right now, especially white women, and it's easy to think everything's fine. And for a lot of women, that's not the case. And also, if you forget where you came from, it's a really slippery slope to have it move backwards. So I think everyone's trying hard, and underneath, everybody wants what's best for everybody. I really do believe that. Whether you agree with me or whether you don't, I think the most important thing is to just don't let the anger keep you from talking about it with people that have different views, because that's what's going to get everybody to the right spot.
It's no secret that it's been an issue in radio.
Yeah, and country radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a major issue. That's something that I specifically experience. When people come to me and they go, oh, aren't you so happy about the renaissance that's happening of women? There's so many women artists. When you have one female artist in the top 50 on a chart, that is not a renaissance. When you have like such a small number of program directors working in radio that are women, like that tiny number, that's not a renaissance. When you have the heads of labels not being women, that's not a renaissance. Like,
we still have a lot of work to do.
it's just, it's frustrating. There's like a weird myth that women don't listen. That's one of the excuses, because women don't like listening to women. Like, that's a thing that they say. There's a lot of myths that people have been fed, like program directors, they were told don't play two women next to each other in the playlist. And some of them don't play two in an hour. I know.
It's just crazy.
Isn't it weird?
Best thing about being a woman.
what's funny is that country music is traditionally, like, we have powerhouse female vocals.
Yeah.
We have super strong female writers. We have, I mean, the 90s and the 2000s, like, had all these incredible female artists. There's some weird turn of events that has happened with where radio's at right now. And whoever the scientist is that can look into that, go zoom in.
And we got to talk about the Sam Smith song.
So Tyler, my musical brother, was working with Sam on his album, and he had shown Sam one of the songs from my album, the upcoming album, and he said, we should write with her. I'd love to do that. So I come in and, like, I don't play guitar all that often. And Tyler goes, okay, you're playing the guitar today. And I was like, no, I don't think about that. And Sam goes, I think it'd be so nice if you play guitar. And I was like, yes, whatever you need. That sounds great. So I played guitar, and he had this idea for, like, the ghost of you. Like, you're kind of revisiting this person that you used to be in love with. And we built this beautiful song that's about visiting the physical spots in your mind that you had relationships. You built this palace, but it's the one that didn't work out. You're visiting the ruins of this palace you built with this ex, and it's just so poetic and beautiful.
Sometimes I wish we never built this palace, but real love is never a waste of time.
To have Sam Smith sing to me and say, real love is never a waste of time. Like, yes, that is so good.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times.
No big deal that you just opened for Harry Styles.
I know.
At the Ryman.
We gotta get away from here.
Harry does such a good job with his fans. They all trust him because he, like, gives so much love and, like, really takes care of them, and they take care of each other. So playing that night, I was so happy to be in a room full of, like, all these women, and it was in the Mother Church and the Ryman, and I just was like, you know, having a great time talking to them between songs, and then they'd be silent, listening to all the words, and then at the end, they, you know, I obviously sang along to Burning House, and then standing ovation. I could, like, cry thinking about it. And then he comes out, and it is pandemonium, like, full-blown screaming. You need earplugs to, like, be in there. They love him. I mean, everybody loves him, but just, like, it's a really special bond that they all have, and it was a cool thing to witness.
Any talks about getting together in the studio, collaborating?
Ooh, wow, no, but
That'd be fun.
Harry, yeah. We're talking about it now.
Thank you so much for joining us today,
thanks for
Kim.
having me.
It was
It
so
was
fun
really
to see you
fun.
again.
It was nice to talk to you.
Cannot wait to hear the new album. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to come back and see us again next Friday. We'll be right here on YouTube.